Yo, shout out to the Most High. It's always a high see when we know Lord's status, L-Deez. For another episode of I Need to Know, my special guest, introduce yourself.
How y'all doing, man? It's Molly be coolin'. E Molly. But you could just call me Molly be coolin' though.
For sure. What's up, E?
You can call me Molly. What's up with it, man? Ain't nothing in here chilling, cooling, enjoying this nice environment y'all got in here.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You get all the snacks and all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Indeed.
So you finally done came down here, huh?
Exactly. It's been a long time coming, but I'm here.
Okay. So, what do you do? Tell everybody what you do and what you about.
I rap, but what I spit is straight real. I start no wolf tickets. Nigga, I would kid. Y'all don't know, but that's wolf tickets, man. But, I rap.
Okay.
I do music. Sure. A little bit of fashion. As you can see, I got the merch on. Molly be coolin' shirts and hats. Joggers, the regular. Try to get some jerseys and jackets and stuff coming. But and I'm into art. I'm trying to get into art. I ain't an artist, but I'm trying to get into like painting and stuff. I have an interest in that.
Okay. Now when you say
I do.
you gonna be painting,
well, I've done some already, but I'm not gonna go ahead and say I'm just like a painter, like I'm an expert at that.
Yeah.
So right now, I really deal with artists who are really good at painting, but I like art a lot.
Okay.
So I took interest into it, and not just paint. Whether it be drawing or sculptures.
Yeah.
Pottery. I'm into all. I like that type of stuff. So I'm trying to tap into that.
Okay. So this the first question usually that I like to ask people, just to give people a little bit background, and then we're gonna fall into it. How did you get your name?
Oh man, you getting right into it. That's a story a lot of people need to hear. So, Molly, when I tell people my name, Molly, most people think like the pill or the drug,
pill.
Right,
That's what E and Molly are both pills.
E and Molly is both pills. I've never popped a Molly in my life. That's not where my name come from, man.
Have you popped the E?
I popped the E.
You see how he tried to leave one?
A or whatever you want to call it, man. I've popped one. I was like back when I was like 19.
Okay.
A polar bear, I think they had back then, double stack. It was a decent little feeling, but it wasn't for me. I'm not really a big drug person. Like I don't smoke or drink or none of that. But I have popped a pill. But back to the name though, right? So I went to school in Richmond.
Okay.
Right, born and raised in Oakland, but I was going to school in Richmond. This is how the name came. Y'all about to hear this live right now. So one day in middle school, like 7th grade, after school, a bunch of my Richmond partners was about to punch on somebody, right? One of the people that lived up, it was an adult, but I guess he was talking crazy and shit. So they was about to jump him. So I'm coming like out the gym or something, and I see them getting ready to get in that mode. And back then, people used to use the word mollywop. See, but we was using it in Oakland. Richmond niggas really wasn't using it.
Yeah.
So coming out the gym, I'm like, ooh, okay, y'all about the mollywop blood, and it just had a ring to them, so they started calling me Molly Whopper or Molly Wop. And then as time go, you chop the wop off. Yeah, you just got Molly. So that's how the name came. You dig what I'm saying? So that was way before any of the pills and all of that. But that's how I got my name though.
Was that your first rap name?
Yeah. So when I started. Well, at that time, I wasn't rapping, though. That was just like the name they called me at school and shit. It wasn't even in Oakland. Really, just my Richmond partners called me that.
Gotcha. So if somebody said, what's up, Molly or Molly Wop, then you automatically associated the name with the place.
Yeah, at that time. In Oakland, I was just E. You know what I'm saying? But once I started rapping, I just took the nickname my Richmond partners gave me and went with the Molly.
That's dope.
Yeah. So that's how I got the name, though.
That's dope. Normally, if you're from West Oakland, you got a bow at the end of your name.
Yeah. Look, Molly Bow, Critty Bow. Yeah. You got a lot of bow. Or you just put a bow on it. Nelly Bow.
Yeah.
Angie Bow. Yeah. Nah, I never had to. But see, that's what I'm saying. My people in the West, they ain't give me the name, though. You know what I'm saying? So Richmond they don't do the bow. We get into bow as in a drug later, but they don't put bows at the end of the name.
When I was little, they used to do Bolak or Bola.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
Some Bola.
That boat name is definitely West Oakland for sure. Angie Bow, Tangy Bows, Critty Bow, City, whatever.
So rest in peace to Critty Bow, the first person that ever ghost rode the motherfucking whip.
And that's an actual fact, not a myth or nothing like that.
Sure.
Bless that man, salute that man. He definitely is still a legend to this day.
Yeah.
Really throughout Oakland, but for sure in West Oakland, his name hold a lot of credibility and power still right now to this day.
For sure.
So bless him.
So, what was your first rap? Do you remember your first rap you recorded?
Oh, okay, that I recorded. See, I always growing up, always rap. The first rap song I ever heard, I think, was Ice-T. He did the remix. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I was listening to. I was probably like 3, but I remember hearing that song.
Yeah.
It didn't, of course, the almighty, world famous NWA, and then Too Short. So I don't know what the words was, man, but I think I really started like trying to put words together. Rap, just what people used to think I was off, like I was talking to myself. I used to walk around rapping all the time.
Yeah.
People like, what's wrong with that boy? You dig what I'm saying? But I was just mumbling words, trying to rap. I wish I knew. I used to live on High Street, me, my mom, and my brother. I remember coming up to him spitting a rap. I probably was like 7 or 8, and he was like, oh. But
older brother or little brother?
Older brother, for sure. He's a big brother. He's 7 years older than me. So for him he would have told me, like, that shit trash, take your ass. And he would have said that.
Yeah.
He genuinely was impressed, like, oh, you put that shit together?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what the words was, though. You dig what I'm saying? But as far as the first rap I recorded, you know my brother, you know Nova Boy, the Hitman.
I never knew that was your brother.
But a dear friend of mine. I call him, but we not blood brother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I think I started recording with him and our partner Flacco. We used to have a group called Paper Team years ago. And they damn near got it somewhere. But I wrote and recorded my first rap with them, and I really wish I remembered it so I could spit it. But I know I kind of got popular off. We had a song called Better Chick that was on the radio years ago. But my first rap was definitely a Paper Team rap.
Yeah.
For sure. Yep. And we was, even though we all from West Oakland, he was living in Richmond with his mom, so we recorded that in the basement in Richmond.
Yeah.
I was probably like 23 or something. A while back.
So are you a solo artist now?
Well, so me, Nove, Lim, I still am a member of APB. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I as of right now, I do solo music, and then me and Lim just put a group together called Bad Influence. Well, the name of the project is Bad Influence. The name of the group is World Went Crazy, and it's all like Bay Area based. Of course, Rap and Rhyme at Dilly Dog. That was the Bad Influence clique. And then World Went Crazy was a song by E40 off the Click album.
Yeah.
Bass rock. I remember when the world, so as we get into that throughout the interview, that's where that whole concept. So we got that right now. I'm a solo artist, Molly B. Coolin.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the World Went Crazy group with me and Lim. You dig what I mean? And that's, so right now, them two things is the focus right now. We got the projects out, and we working on visuals.
Okay.
Merch.
So when you say visuals, you talking about like
videos? Yeah,
videos.
Yeah. We just dropped a video called Lowell Park, which is a park in West Oakland. It's called Lowell Park. That's out right now. You can go watch it on YouTube and all platforms, and you can get the project, of course, iTunes, Spotify, all of that, all the Apple Music, all that is on all of that. And then we just shot a video called Sweet Jimmy's. So again, we try to keep it real Bay Area with this. Again, if for some people, for the audience that's watching this, you might not know nothing about Sweet Jimmy's, but that's a place where our OGs used to be at, man, keeping it clear, man, knocking them chassis and shit. That's what they used to
Yeah.
That's how I used to talk back in the day. So we just did the Sweet Jimmy's video. We just shot it like 2 days ago. So
did you shoot it at the New Parish?
No, we shot it at my partner's store, the G&A Music. We shot some of it in West Oakland. And then we shot some of it in East. The concept, we kind of like ride. We just kind of like riding through the town. We didn't go to the new Paris or the old Sweet Jimmy. We didn't take it over there. Now thinking about that would have been dope to put that in there. Is that actually? I might when I leave here, I might put that in their ear to go get some footage over there.
Yeah, you might as well though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a backstory in itself.
Yes, indeed. Sweet Jimmy's when I was little was a very just like Cafe Echelon. See, we older, man. I know about this real bass shit for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When the Zap and the Zoot, Kenny Pay, Triple Gold, Box Shares, Colorses and shit. You know what I mean? This with the rolly chain and the watch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mouth full of gold. Getting high, yeah, I mean, a little bit of powder. So I'm not saying we promote that, but that's how our OGs rock back in the days, though. You think what I'm saying? That was their way. That was deal. You feel me?
That's hella funny.
It's the truth,
hey, when
though.
he said that shit, that painted, I just thought about Sneakercidal, that album, with like 1999, 2000.
Good old days.
Yeah.
You know, so growing up, I never made it to them places, but that's what you used to hear, Sweet Jimmy's, Cafe S. You know what I mean? You used to hear about all these places.
Yeah.
So, that, you know, we try to bring that vibe back in our music.
Can that vibe come back in Oakland, California right now with all the gentrification going on? Can that vibe come back?
I think the right people could do it. It's just, everything to me with music is about how you deliver, especially now with the internet.
Okay.
It's a lane for everything.
That's
right. So what we may consider all played out, the youngsters and shit don't like that no more. That's not the wave. We have the internet. So, like, for it's a bunch of people that still want to hear that, like me, maybe you or whoever, right? So it's all about marketing and promotion. It's me and Lim job to package it up, market it, and tap into those people because they out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to answer your question, I think you could bring that sound back. Now, as far as bringing the whole feel back, the town definitely ain't what we used to see growing up. Not at all. But the Bay is still a Bay. And then when you go through the East still got the old feeling. But they go
parts of it.
But gentrification go come for that too.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you with like the Deep East.
Yes.
The Deep East.
Yeah, when I ride through the East, man, if I ride down Mac and shit, especially on a summer day, it feel like real Oakland. I see cars, scrapers, I see girls outside twerking. It feel like them days.
Yeah.
The whole town used to be like that at one point.
Yeah.
But you know, again, like I say, gentrification is a real thing, and they are going strong and hard. And again, and they will be coming for East Oakland. Trust and believe that. But again, it's just, with the music, I believe you could bring the sound back. And not just for Oakland, the Bay Area, period. That old mob music, you know, Studio Tone, Sound Boss, Rick Rock, you know, Shorty B, and Banks. You know, again, that's the Bay Area in the 90s, to me, had some of the best music ever made in life. So that's what we want to tap into. What
are your favorite 5 albums that come out the Bay Area in the 90s?
We about to do this.
Yeah, because I like doing this shit. I ask everybody what their favorite stuff is, you know what I'm saying, on the show. So if you on the way to on a rocket ship for 1 year, right?
Only got 5 though?
Only
for
5.
A year?
Only 5 in artists, yeah, for sure.
In this Bay Area strictly?
No, yeah, Bay Area.
5?
I'm gonna say Northern California.
All right. Yeah. You could say that, right? Because even though Sacking's not the Bay in no way, shape, or form, neither is Stockton. With all due respect to Stockton, it wouldn't be the Stockton album in there. But see, Sack got a feel like Sebo got some classic joints.
That's why I said that. That's why I had to, you know. Shout out to Bo.
Shout out to Bo. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bo. Both Sebo and E40 did something that was really, really big to me because growing up, if it wasn't Oakland, that shit didn't really count. No, and that's not a diss to nobody though. I'm not trying to. I gotta be careful with my word. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to put nobody down there like that. But growing,
what they call fame media.
Yeah.
Where that nigga with that green hat at? You know?
Yeah. Nah, listen. Listen. I'm not. You know what I mean? But growing up, listening to music as a child, as far as Bay Area,
I know what you're saying. Like this prime example.
That shit went 3 times. Looney's Too Short. You know, the Cell Block compilation. Like, what is you listening to?
It was a few artists that wasn't from Oakland that we wish that was our own. E40, Be Legit, Jacka, and the Mob Figures, but we really like Jacka, but all of them was cool.
Right.
We like Quinn, but I really haven't.
Right. You got to give some respect to what JT and Quinn them did, 11-5, RBL. Yeah, I mean,
RBL.
They did their
thing. And we were selective on the hot shit.
Right. That's what I mean. We went, I know for me, my older brothers or uncles and shit, they wasn't just slapping a whole RBL. But they, Bluebird on my shoulder and shit like that. Everybody smoked it. That was getting play.
Yeah, yeah.
But niggas wasn't just sitting around knocking hell of they shit. Because at the end of the day, back then niggas was, tripping off a hood. Niggas, they try to hear a whole bunch of shit about Filmo and Hunters Point and shit like that. Not my elders. They want to listen to shit about the town.
You know what I learned? I went to school in Concord.
Okay.
Right?
But see, something like that going to be influenced by us because it's considered a nowhere-ass place. But they all want to be like Richmond and Oakland and Frisco.
But I'm about to tell you, though. I'm about to tap in, though.
Yeah.
The people, right?
Yeah.
Every city that's around Oakland, they have the same fan base.
Yeah.
When I went to Concord, you know what I'm saying? When I went to Mount Diablo, that's where Mess went. Okay. My best friend, a few motherfuckers went there, right?
Right.
And that's like the McClymans out there.
Right.
Like that's the baddest school out there, right?
Right.
So what I learned, it had people from Frisco, Richmond, a little bit of Oakland, Pittsburgh.
Right.
They all listened to the same thing.
Yeah.
So in 1995, I heard hella Master P, Get Low players.
Well, everybody listened to Pito at that time. No Limit took over the world. Literally.
But I'm talking about 94. Niggas went
about like Richmond P.
Yes.
Ice Cream Man P.
Yes. Because in Oakland, motherfuckers was not really.
When he bit the loonies, who are the real Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
With all due respect to P. I'm just a person, but I'm going to be honest with you. I know you know what I mean? The Ice Cream Man is Drew Down and the Loonies.
Yeah. In CNH.
Yeah,
the ice cream is seeing motherfucking A.
Yeah, that's
Chris Hicks. When he was on the box and said this, I love ice cream. I don't like to eat it. I like to slang it.
Yeah, for sure.
That nigga, because he was the leader of that little mob.
Yeah, he was the one. He's the man with the money. Now, I want to get back to the top 5 albums, though, right?
Your favorite 5 that you'll take on the rocket ship.
Oh, man, it's going to get tough, P. I'm going to go with the game-related album, E40 and the Click.
Okay.
This is no order. This is
no. You just taking 5, and then I'm gonna say my 5.
Right.
I'm gonna think of my 5.
Game-related, E40 and the Click. Right. Stacking Chips 3 times crazy. Oh man, it gets tricky. I might have to put the album Lation by Yuck. Tear Gas.
Jacka.
By Jacka.
Okay.
And so see, I feel like every rapper in the Bay Area owes Too Short something. But because I want to put a short album in there, like a Born to Mac or something like that. But I'm not sure if so. Again, I got one more, right? I got the Click 3 times, Yuck, Jack. I need one more album. And I know I'm gonna leave something. I know I'm gonna leave somebody. I know I'm gonna leave some fire out, but you only gave me 5, and I don't want to spend an hour thinking of my 5th, right?
Yeah.
So at this moment, because you said Northern Cali, you didn't say it had to be the Bay.
Northern California, yeah.
So again, Sacramento's included.
Yes.
I might put To My Casket Drop.
That's a good one.
By Sibo.
To Your Casket Drop.
That Tales from the Crippers too, but I actually like To My Casket Drop. Me and Lim talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
He liked Tales from the Crip more. And then he had an album before that was a classic too. But I feel like To My Casket Drop is flawless.
Okay.
You put it in, press play, and relax.
Yeah.
And that's when I first heard the mob figures and shit on there too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my 5 is this, right? I got Me Against the World, right?
Pac?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish though before we talk about that.
Okay.
Me Against the World. What else?
Okay. I got Cell Block. I'm throwing Cell Block in there.
That's respectable for sure.
I'm doing Real Talk 2000 in there.
Right.
I'm throwing Short Dogs in the House, the Too Short album.
Real Talk 2000 is a motherfucker, boy.
And then I got I'm throwing Guapolate Even Closer in there.
Great music. Great. See, I should have thought about that because it didn't have to be hip hop. That get tricky because the Bay got a lot of shit. There's a lot of rock groups and everything when it comes to this Bay shit.
Guapolate is hip hop.
I feel like she's R&B.
She's actually. I think she's neo soul.
Well, she's not a rapper, which is hip hop.
No, hip hop is not rap just by itself. Hip hop is breakdancing.
I mean, we talk about. I mean, we go to Etta James and all that. It's so many people.
No, fuck
so
that.
many Bay Area legends with this shit.
So you think that
Nirvana, all them, they from the Bay, blood.
You think hip hop is just rap?
Yes. What rap, graffiti? I mean, Google it. They give you the 5 S's of hip hop. It's like rap, breakdancing, spray painting the walls.
So was Lord?
You know, we got to go off the rules. Who made it? Right? The New York niggas created this shit.
Okay.
To them, hip hop is rapping. I think the DJ,
MCing.
Yeah, MCing.
You do.
So the MC, the DJ, breakdancing, spray painting. It might be like dressing.
It's for.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you one question, just to see where you at. What does MC stand for?
You know, I don't want to get the line to you. I feel like I know, but I don't want to guess. I was about to guess. Like
no.
I was about to say like move the crowd or something like that. But that's me guessing. I wouldn't know.
That's good though. That's close.
That's probably close.
That's
right?
close.
Yeah,
You're very close.
Yeah. I want do DJ stand for disc jockey? Like I'm just that's what it stands for.
Yes.
See, I just guessed. I just winged it on them. So what do MC stand for exactly?
Master of ceremonies.
Okay. Yeah.
So it doesn't really have to do with just rapping. It's who the fuck can move the motherfucking crowd.
It could be the one saying, "Hey, ho," the hype man. Put your hands in the air.
That's part of MCing.
Yeah.
Like if somebody said, "Hey, Lawrence, man, I want you to come and MC my party." That's like hosting the party.
I see. When I used to go to DC every year.
Okay.
And that was the first place I seen where people still had an official MC. Like you got a DJ for the night.
Yeah.
And you had an MC for the night. But now looking back on it, that's basically was just the host. But they used to book an MC. This was like 2011, 12, 13. I used to go every year for the Howard Homecoming.
Oh, shit.
Every year, faithfully. I never missed it.
Did you go to Howard?
No, I didn't. One of my partners from the West, he from Ghost Town.
Okay.
He had gotten some trouble out here when he was growing up, and his parents sent him with his sister to stay out there.
Okay.
And then he used to hit me like, bro, you need. at that time, I had never been nowhere in life. I think I'd been like to Seattle on a field trip at school or some shit.
Okay.
But I had never even really left the state. And for like 4 years, blood used to hit me like, bro, you need to check this shit out. You do.
Yeah.
And I went out there. I really DC is a words can't express, man. DC is a very, very beautiful, super black. Yeah. You see a lot of black success. You see a lot of black doctors, lawyers, business owners, engineers. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of that on the East Coast, especially in Atlanta. You been to Atlanta before?
Yeah, I went to Atlanta for the Super Bowl like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But DC, I ain't gonna lie, Atlanta was fired up, right? Yeah. But I like DC more though.
Yeah.
At that time, maybe I needed to give another shot. Atlanta was moving though. The clubs and shit, but see, they ain't really mine. I'm not, again, coming where we come from, we ain't really into throwing money at girls and shit like that.
You saying Atlanta or DC?
Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta was big on the strip club shit. Which was cool because we definitely about them. We definitely about these women for sure.
Hey, I can't hear that good, but it almost said, we definitely about them hoes.
So, but when I was in DC, man, I seen some of the most beautifulest creatures in life, and it wasn't just strip. Like as soon as you get off the plane, when you pick up your rental car, beautiful women. When you go to the lemonade stand, beautiful women. TSA.
It was like that in Atlanta too, right?
Jesus Christ. Atlanta had really, but it just seemed like that DC energy for me was different, man. With the go-go's and shit, the scenery. I kind of fell head over. That's why I kept going back. I ain't been back to Atlanta. I go if my partners, if it's an event. I went to Atlanta for an event.
DC cool. I was like
I used to go to DC. I would go to DC for nothing.
Yeah.
Like I got some time off. Let's go to DC.
Yeah, shout out to my partner Mike, man. He was out there, man. He invited me out there, man. I was kicking it out there. It was cool.
For sure. Hell yeah.
So besides the project with you and Lim, talk about some of your earlier projects you had.
I had a project called the Codeine Era, which is my last solo project I put out. And that was based on multiple things. I used to sip syrup. I don't consider myself a person that don't sip no, but I haven't really sipped no lean since like March, since the pandemic hit. I ain't not knocking the people who kick the cup and shit like that, but it's just been really tough to get served. So thank God I'm not hooked on it, and you know what I mean. But I ain't drunk no lean in months, but I used to sip, and I seen a connect. You always hear about the crack era.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like I was born and raised in the crack era, but I became a man in the codeine era. At one point around the Bay Area, it's like motherfuckers was swimming in lean. You dig? It was just like niggas was drinking lean like water, literally, like gallons of it. And I seen it. I seen it become like really important to music and just almost a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And so that's where I got that concept from, the crack era or coke era, codeine era. You dig what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was the concept.
How old were you when you first picked up talk about your first high on codeine?
I was 19, Las Vegas. My partner's from the East, man. So I first came, the first time I heard about, I got an older brother, he from Campbell Village.
Yeah.
And so my mom used to live in Alameda, and my brother came in the house, and he naturally wasn't a big fan of people from Acorn back in them days. You know what I mean? So he came in the house, and he was like, man, them niggas at Acorn, like he was kind of trying to roast them low-key about drinking cough syrup.
Yeah.
This in the 90s.
That shit started off on 34th and Chestnut, if I think.
Okay, I'm just telling you how I heard the story, though.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I was in like 6th, 7th grade.
Okay.
And he was like, again, not praising it, though. He was like, them niggas boozy, niggas sit around drinking. And he was talking about how they was drinking it raw, like out the medicine bottle.
Yeah, okay.
And he was just like, what type of niggas do that? Sitting around drinking Robitussin all day, right? This was so, but little did he know, to me, it didn't sound bad. It was kind of like, I was like, oh, because I already knew I wasn't a big fan of drugs.
Yeah.
I'm one of them just say no kids. I never smoked weed, never popped pills.
You never smoked a joint?
Never smoked a joint, don't drink alcohol, still to this day. You feel me? So when I heard my brother, not saying we did it before then, we know the South.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Definitely. But this before I ever heard sipping on some scissor. I didn't know who DJ Screw. Only people I knew from Houston was the Ghetto Boys. And they didn't rap about lean.
They did not.
Facing them, they didn't rap about no. You know what I mean? So my older brother was talking about the niggas in the corners who was drinking Robitussin out the medicine bottle. So that's it always lingered in the back of my head. So now, fast 4 years later, the syrup song and shit that came out, but I still wasn't sipping.
That's right.
Even after Pimp C and all them, I still had never sipped.
Okay.
So then I went to Vegas. Me and two of my Mexican partners from the East. We drove to Vegas in an Escalade for New Year's. We couldn't even enjoy it because we was 19. Vegas is really a 21 and over city.
That's right.
We couldn't even enjoy this shit, but we just was like, fuck it, we grown. We in the Escalade, we driving out there. And my partner had like 3, not bricks, it was like 12-ounce bottles, Actavis. And we drunk all that shit. You think what I'm saying? In Vegas. We bought us like some squirts. That's what we wasn't pouring it in the Sprite. We was pouring it in the squirt. And that was my first time sipping. And then I kind of like been sipping ever since. Now, again, I was sipping, because I got a lot going on. So I don't sip serve every day and shit. You know what I mean? I might sip serve like once or twice out the whole month. You dig what I mean? Yeah. So that's the thing. Like people be thinking I rapped and talked about the shit way more than I ever did it. You know what I mean? But if I'm going to get high, that's going to be my preference. Because like I said, I ain't smoking. I'm not drinking. I popped the pill one time, like I said in the beginning of the interview. I never played with powder or nothing like that. So my quote unquote vice, if I want to feel good, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, end of the week, go give me a nice meal or have somebody cook for me, pull me up like a 5 or a 3 ounce of syrup.
How much is that shit now? Like, when did the price go up? When did the price go up?
Look, I'm dealing with a situation right now. I probably shouldn't say on camera, but so two of my family members. Okay. One of my family members just sold my other family member an 8 ounce.
Okay.
See, that's why I don't like getting the people, you know what I mean? Because I get my syrup from the doctor.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what these prices is. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get my syrup straight out the pharmacy for $6. Because niggas got insurance and shit. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on these streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in the streets, but
this shit is funny.
Right. So one of my relatives hit me looking for some lean. I'm like, you know what? I was just down in the hood the other day. Somebody was talking about they got it. They want $200 an ounce. My other family member, he having money right now. I don't know if he didn't score it off the grants and loans.
Yeah.
But he having his way right now. So he like, it's nothing, nigga. 200 line, give me an 8. So I called my other family. These my family, though.
Yeah.
It's like somebody wants some of that shit. This ain't got nothing to do with me, though.
It don't.
I ain't got high in months, none of that shit. But my family member hit me today talking about he ain't that. You know what I mean? So I never, and I said all that to say, I don't buy lean off the streets.
Okay.
For one, because you never know if it's real.
Okay.
And then the prices is absurd. That's what I'm saying. I know Serb knocks that people that get sick and shit when they don't sip. I'm not that. And I try to put myself above people and shit like that. Like I said, it's 12 months out the year. I might sip Serb 12 times, maybe 6 times.
Yeah.
Out of 365 days, I might get high 6 or 7 days. So I don't really get high like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, okay, boom. I mean, I go to the doctor, cough, they write me a script, I pour it up. You know what I mean? But I think the prices started getting crazy like 2010, 11, 12-ish.
Yeah.
9-ish.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was sipping when I was 19. I remember you could get a 4 ounce of Actavis filled in a Gerber, spilling over for $40, 10 an ounce.
Yep.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Now, this man just charged our cousin $200 an ounce for something. If you got a fucking script, you just pay $6 for. If you got a script, you getting an 8 ounce of Serb out of Walgreens for like $7.
Yeah.
If you got insurance. If you don't got insurance, you might spend $30.
Yeah.
He just sold that shit for $1,600. That shit got ridiculous. The game is fucked up.
Yeah.
But back to my project, so I had the codeine era. I had a project called Jolly Rancher Start. Like in my early days, a lot of my projects was designed around lean. Again, even though I wasn't sipping in that much, that's just the route I was going. Now, I don't want to do a whole bunch of lean-based theories. Because even like the codeine era, that's the title, but the album ain't about sipping Serb. If you listen to the album, it ain't a whole bunch of Serb sipping on here.
Is it just about the time that people
It's just kind of like
it?
the time for, exactly. It kind of take you back to when I was like 17, 18, what was going on in town. Functions, you know, walking to the function, Jack London Square, 4th of July, you know. It's about the time. It ain't really about doing drugs.
I feel that.
At all, really. But it's just about when I started really seeing motherfuckers live and die, which is not a good thing. You know what I mean? I know people that really got hurt behind Serb. But shit, I got another cousin, I think with the prison. He robbed the goddamn the pharmacy dude used to write him and his girlfriend scripts. And then he stopped because he started feeling guilty. He seen my little cousin was getting strung out on this shit. And so he was like, I ain't writing y'all no more scripts. They came back and robbed. They came back and robbed that nigga. He did like 12 years behind that shit. So that's, you know, it's funny, but that shit is not a joke, though. He ran up with a whole ass gun, him and the bitch. Came over there like, damn, stripped the doctor.
Yeah.
That Serb shit serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But right now, I'll be really like on my health shit, though. I drink lots and lots of water, work out. I only eat meat on weekends, Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? I just told you I'll be fasting and shit. You got really, the older you get, you got to take care of your body, man.
You ain't lying about that.
For sure.
So, so where do you see yourself at, you know what I'm saying, in the next like 3 years and shit like that?
Successful.
Okay.
So we about to take this, me and Lim about to take this shit on one, though. Shout out to my nigga Brady. He the one really kind of designed the whole thing with the World Went Crazy and Bad Influence project. You know what I mean? We got, shout out to Rob Lowe. Speaking of the Jack and shit, Rob Lowe produced the whole project.
Okay.
Yep. We already got 3 projects done. We just letting them go, like volume 1, volume 2, volume 3.
Yeah.
All 3, 100% produced by Rob Lowe. For those who don't know who Rob Lowe is, you know, he Jack, a hustler, Rod, you know, the mob figures. He from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
To me, he's one of the, I tell him all the time, dude. To me, he one of the best Bay Area producers, to me, ever. You know, he got classics. You know, the Hey Girl. You know, he got, because he's a very humble person.
Yeah.
He don't look at himself like the man. But to me, he is, though. You know what I mean? So I was honored to get 1 beat from him, let alone to get 3 projects out of him. Shout out to Rob Lowe, man, for sure.
You got any mob figures on the album?
Man, I wish I don't. I'm working. I spoke to Rob Lowe about getting Huss on the album. I'm going to say this about Huss, because Huss was always my favorite.
Yeah.
I like Huss more than I like Jack. God bless Jack, R.I.P. to Jack. I'm listening to Gas Chamber currently. I pulled up listening to Tear Gas.
Yeah, Tear Gas.
You know what I mean? So Huss is like, I'm a big fan of Hustler's music. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
he got that unorthodox flow.
Yeah, just his whole style. He remind me of me. You know what I'm saying? The funky fresh and sweatsuits and shit.
Yeah.
His style. I really dig it a lot. You know what I mean? But I seen Huss one day at a fashion show. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and put this. We going live. I'm about to give y'all a story. Yeah, hopefully Hus see this. So I seen this. Because Rob Lowe also did. He kind of did the Codeine era for me. Not the whole thing. He did like 4 or 5 songs on Codeine era.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. So he did a majority of the Codeine era, and then he just did all 3. Me and Lim collaborate the World with Crazies. So I seen Hus at a fashion show. Now me, I don't like approaching people, bro, because I don't like not. It's a shame that we gotta be this way as people, because if I'm a fan of you, I'm gonna tell you that. You know, but you gotta be careful because then people look at you as a dick ride, all that fake ass shit. That's a whole nother conversation. That's something black people we really need to stop. If you like a motherfucker, tell him he good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And people shouldn't take it as, you know, but you just never know with people. Cause I feel like I'm a legend. I'm a god. I don't give a fuck about nobody money and fame or none of that. Cause that shit don't really make you at the end of the day. It's what's on the inside though. But so I seen Hus and I approached him. Good dude. Yeah. Shook my hand and shit like that. I was like, bro, I've been working with Rob Lowe. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a verse from you or something like that. Woody whoop whoop whoop. You know what I mean? Let's exchange emails. And then Rob Lowe was like, not Rob Lowe. Hus was like, I'm gonna just have Rob Lowe send it to me. So I didn't know how to take that. Like, did he curve me? Did he play me? Whoop, whoop. But I ain't really tripped though. At the end of the day, Hus is a good man. He wasn't rude about it.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like feeling like this nigga.
yeah.
This nigga just told me to get out my face. I'm gonna see, you know what I mean? But Rob Lowe said he go talk to him though, man. But I really won't. And still, like I said, I'm not a bitter, you know what I mean? Again, that's a lot of people blow shit out of proportion. He probably didn't mean it that way.
No. Shout out to Hus. That's the homie, man. I just seen him the other day, about a month ago.
Right.
And I seen him at the park. We was just sitting up there chopping it up. And that brother is intelligent.
Oh, super.
Like he knew about that shit that I like to talk about reptilians and all that old crazy shit.
Yeah.
So I said, So I said, man, hey man, we got an event coming up, and he was like, oh man, just hit me or something like that. You know, and that was that. So and I imagine, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like out here your phone probably ringing a lot, and then you don't want to make too many obligations.
Facts. Well, I didn't ask for his number. I wanted his email so I could send him a song.
Well, that's an obligation.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Me and Rob Lowe had just did a song.
Yeah.
That I felt like Hustle fit perfectly on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it ain't nothing, but I threw him a few dollars if he wanted it. I'm not tripping about no money. I'm not trying to act like I'm super rich or nothing, but I'm doing decent financially. You know what I'm saying? I would have threw him the money. But, you know, but at the end of the world, I might still be able to get him. You know what I mean? I would love to do a few tracks.
Did you send the email?
No, he didn't give me the email. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
that's why I was like, did he just curve me? I was like, because I asked for the email so I could send him the song.
Yeah.
He said, when I'm in the studio with Rob Lowe, I'm going to just have him put me on it.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, look, it may still happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to happen.
So, you know, but I need a Hus first, man. Like I said, Hus is a person. I really like Hus music, always have. Since the SIBO days.
Yeah.
I always liked it, Hus, Ryder, and Jack.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the other members, FedEx, you know what I mean? All that. My Figures is legendary in themselves.
Definitely.
With the Armageddon album.
Yeah, that shit.
Classic.
Cranking.
Classic.
Somebody just asked me did I have that album.
Classic. You know what I mean? When they all sitting there in the black, they got the goggles on and shit, the money, SIBO. SIBO is My Figures. Classic shit, though. For sure.
You know what album used to be knocking back in the day when Bill Bavgay put out the Young Guns? Do you remember that?
Yes. Dirty White and all them. Yeah, for sure. See, again, another thing I listened to today, today I listened to Tear Gas. I'm listening to Tear Gas now. And then earlier, I was listening to Steady Mobbie and Black Mafia album.
Yeah.
Light Green and Remy with Snoop.
Yeah.
And then Turn Me Up. It's been a long time since you heard from the mob, Black Mafia and nigga. I listen to a lot of. I'm big on music, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not just our shit.
Because you bringing me back, though.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm thinking? We get them up in the street. We ain't just no rapping.
Yeah, all that.
We get them up in the street.
I listen to
that shit knocking.
Was represent your thing. Ghost Town, LB, FE, Brookville, Folktown in the 90s. Yeah, twomp.
Throw your guns up.
With a take dog roll up. Who got the weed, nigga, hold up. I'm the king of Oakland. Raise up. I listen to that shit regularly like it came out yesterday.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Bavgay verse ever.
I ride around playing that type of shit. That's my time, man. And to me, it's timeless music. It'll never play out. And them was the best days. But see, I mean, all generations feel like they time the best. You know, my little cousins and them right now, they fired up right now. They love their life.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go back to the 90s. They, like I said, they getting their money off of scams and shit. They ran foreigns. They ran big chains. You know what I mean? They fucking bitches all around the country, in and out the state. They having fun, and I like to see that. For sure, as long as you keeping it silent, they ain't doing no snitching, you know, and, you know, making the family look bad.
Yeah.
All generations had their time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
I listen to that shit. I listen to Future and all that shit. All
Future
the time.
raw.
A lot.
Future. You know what? But you know what? You said something earlier that I felt as though was like right on point. When you said that it's something for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. Migos, Gucci, and Future is workout music. Nothing tops that.
Right. Workout music and definitely good club music. Like, I had debates all the time. People be like, who hot and who not, right? Because people feel like when you talk about something in your music, you don't get nowhere, right? Give me an example. Okay, so the theory, or what you hear a lot of people say, is when you put some essence, when you talk about, especially for black artists,
yeah,
you kicking some knowledge in your music, you don't get the promotion. This is a theory or a myth. You don't get the backing, you don't get the support. But as soon as you talk about fucking bitches, sipping lean, and shooting people, the labels give you all the push in the world. This is what people say, right? I want to look at the camera when I say this. Because I'm big on facts, right? That's why we could talk about religion, politics, sports. So, okay. But this is what the facts show, right? J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, people who are talking about, they do more numbers than all them niggas. If J. Cole drop an album tonight, it's going to be number one for about a month. And then it's going to probably drop down to 5, 4. Right now, we check the top 100. J. Cole probably got 3 or 4 albums in the top.
But watch this, though.
You know what I mean?
Watch this.
Same thing with Kendrick.
But watch this, though.
Damn near every Kendrick album right now today is still in the top 200. From
but watch this,
Good
though.
Kid, Mad City, all the way up.
But watch this, though. What you do last year for New Year's?
I was in the house.
Okay.
Last year, New Year's, I was at my auntie house with my little cousins and shit. But I see what you're saying. Like on New Year's, what I would have liked to been doing, I would have liked to been in Miami standing on a table with a bottle of rosé with bitches with fake asses around, ready to do whatever I asked them to do.
But watch this though, right? I'm about to use your theory on you. But you didn't say people go to church. You didn't say church.
But some people do. Some people do though.
But not you though.
Yeah, right.
I'm asking you.
Right, yeah.
But watch this though. Watch this though. But church make more money than all that shit.
For sure.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It ain't really about it's like what motherfuckers want to do because everybody know the motherfucker that's actually signing the check, right?
Right.
Would you say rap music is black or white?
What you basing that on?
I'm basing it on what it is.
It's black.
No, it's white because white people are the ones that's pushing the buttons.
So
if you take your shit down there to KMEL or whatever radio station, you're giving your shit to the DJ that look like you, but his boss is telling you if it's a go or yo or no.
So I think the proper way to put that is white people control it, but I don't think it's white. I think it's ran by whites, but the culture is black. You get what I'm saying? So in something we do as blacks, we sell our soul all the time.
So watch this.
But that don't mean it's not what it is. You get what I'm saying? But blacks, soon shit get to going right, and one of these motherfucking Europeans come around, they sell it.
Yeah.
That still don't mean it's not black. It's just, it's not owned. It's not black owned. Then it might get influenced. They might water it down. But rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, I don't think there's no way you could say that's not black when it was created by some black teenagers in the projects in the Bronx.
But it's not how it started, it's how it finished.
Right.
It's not how nothing starts, it's how it's finished. Like, the Bible is full of niggas that started off on the wrong path and ended up in the right, and then they get to go to heaven. The Bible is also full of niggas that started off on the right path and ended up on the wrong path and go to hell. That was the story of the devil.
So do you feel like, what are you saying? It's like it started off good and end up bad. So
I'm saying
rap
this.
Started off black and ended up white. Is that what you kind of saying?
I'm saying this, and I'm going to tell you like I told my partner, right? The difference between African psychology and European psychology. I said this before on this motherfucking show.
Right.
African psychology is you're great based on your principles. European psychology is you're great based on how much your wealth. Hip hop versus Mayad. I read this in his book by Jawanza Kenjufu. back in the early days of rap, right? You were great if you could do the 4 elements that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Now people say you're only great because of how much money you got.
The bag.
So if the majority of motherfuckers is talking about, yeah, I'm this, I'm that because of the shit that I got, then that's telling you right now that the psychology of rap music is changing to European shit.
European.
I mean, you ask a nigga what kind of car he drive, he says he wants to drive a what?
A Ferrari, a Lamborghini, Bugatti, Maserati.
He don't say a Honda, so it ain't about foreign because a Honda is from Japan. He wants to. When you look at our women, right? Right?
Well, which women? You said ours, as in black?
I'm talking about ours. Yeah. When you look at our women, right?
You're about to get deep.
When you look at our women, right, and you see them on Instagram, they be looking cool, but you know, they got the tattoos, the long, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
And then a motherfucker, chocolate sister might come out with dreadlocks. She's beautiful. Oh, that's a beautiful. Now she's cool to be chocolate.
Yeah. Well, that's being brainwashed, though.
Well, that's
like,
part
for
of
example,
it.
I know a lot of black men, dear friends of mine, who talk. Well, some of them changed because the wave is changing now. Chocolate started to be back kind of hot. Right? But I know a lot of black men who, I don't fuck with black girls. I don't like black girls. But here's the facts of life. They're lying. Right? What's the girl, Bria Miles, right? She dark chocolate. If she walked in a room with them and stripped naked and said, let's have intercourse, they're not going to say, oh, I don't like dark-skinned girls.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck her.
Yeah.
People follow what they see on these TVs, these Instagrams, a wave. They hear other people talk like that, a foreign girl and mixed girl, which is cool because I like women. Yeah. I don't care if she purple from fucking Avatar and standing 8 feet tall. If she's shaped nice and her face pretty, I'm attracted to her.
Well, see, I think you just saying you don't care if she purple because that's the color of syrup.
You know I was gonna hit you. Right. But what I'm saying is, people, a lot of this shit is faking, man.
Yeah.
They just saying what they heard somebody else say. So that's what the media do though.
Yeah.
They shift what's hot and what's not.
That's what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying?
We're saying the same thing.
They turn you to like, okay, for this year, y'all gotta like Asian women. Okay, 4 years from now, I want you to like Puerto Rican looking. And if you look at hip hop alone, they've done it.
Yeah.
You know, remember at one time it was a bunch of Spanish looking women in the videos and shit.
Yeah.
You know, light skin, slim girls, and right now we living in a time of the body.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why they all going to these doctors getting these bodies.
Yeah.
And it's just a psychological thing that society plays. Again, going back to our women. I always tell luckily the women in my family have a lot of self-love, right?
That's right.
But I always tell girls who have insecurities, which is normal because you're just a human, right? Especially with black women.
Okay.
I need them to really start loving themselves a lot more.
Well, we gotta stop calling them bitches all the time too, though. We gotta.
What they call that's another conversation,
okay,
though, right?
Okay.
What I'm saying is this, though. What I be trying to explain. You look at other race women, whites, Asians, Hispanics, whoever. They spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on breasts, ass, lips. They sit in the sand all in the damn sun for hours trying to get dark, tanning.
That's right.
Right? You born that way.
Yeah.
You born with fat asses, big lips. So love yourself. But that society put in your head that, you know what I mean, you lowered in. That's why it's really important for our people to just really learn, man, about us. Like I said, I don't want to, I don't got nothing against whites and shit, but I just know the truth.
How much of this do you put in your music?
Well, I put it a lot in my music.
Okay.
In just conversation, period. But see, we live in a time, people don't want to hear that, but I don't give a fuck about what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You talking to me, if the conversation go that way,
yeah,
I'm going to speak on it. Because, no disrespect to other races, but the facts, this is not an opinion. This is not something you read in it, even though the Bible is talking about black people. But the fact of the matter is the original people on this earth are dark.
Yeah.
Darker than anybody in this room. Black. Other races all come from blacks. So, and I feel like the Caucasians know that. So they go out their way to hide it and make us hate ourselves and fight amongst each other and all of that. So black people got to really start learning a lot about themselves, because then that's when you would get less disrespect of women, less black on black crime, less self-hate. Once you learn who and what you really is. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's especially with our women, because society here in America, they go out their way to put down blacks as a whole, but really the black woman.
Yeah.
And you're right. It don't help none that a lot of black men disrespect black women, you know what I mean? But just society, period, man. It goes out its way to, even then, and then they hide the truth. Black women is smarter than most people in this country. They probably got the highest graduation rate. They probably got the best careers and shit like that. But you don't hear about that. You know what I mean? They try to paint them as women that fight all day and cuss and all that.
Even them be smart.
That's a whole nother theory I got. I don't have nothing wrong with a woman that talk loud.
Yeah.
Or wear scarves and shit like that. Who's to say that's ghetto? I just was talking to my little female partner the other day. If we turned the TV on right now and Kim Kardashian was sitting at the Grammys with some pajamas and a headscarf, it'd go viral.
Yeah.
It'd be the new wave.
Yeah.
Right? But girls I know be like, oh, I ain't coming outside like that. That's ghetto. I used to be outside shooting dice in West Oakland or playing basketball or something. And when I look up and I see the girl from the hood going to the store for her mama with a scarf on in pajamas, she was beautiful to me.
Oh, for sure.
You dig what I'm saying? I chased her down. Hey.
Because you seen her booty, Jiggy.
Whatever the reason is.
I worked at a grocery store.
Right.
I know what that is. Sunday morning they coming just like that.
But why now that's considered ghetto and ratchet? Who makes these words up?
Well, the thing about it is, let me tell you something. It ain't really how it started, it's how it finished, because it got a little tacky when people were in pajamas all motherfucking day. Mm-hmm. Like, it's 3 o'clock. You still ain't got dressed. Right. It's cool to have pajamas on, not right before lunch.
Right.
But after lunch,
right.
then you put on your lunch clothes.
Facts.
If you got on them same pajamas all day.
Especially the same ones. See, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying run around like that all day.
No.
But I don't understand all of a sudden when you got that on, it's ratchet. Oh, I can't believe, don't look at me. Like, to me personally, you still are gorgeous.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? To me. So
what do you do? What do you do?
What you mean, like outside of?
Yeah.
Well, I work in a warehouse.
Say you knew a garbage man, right?
Yeah.
Say like the garbage man came through, right?
Right.
What would you say if this motherfucker was doing his job in a tuxedo with a top hat on?
You would be like,
what? Yeah. What's up with bruh?
So it's a time and a place for everything. Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But again, I think another part of it though.
Yeah.
Is media.
Definitely.
Telling you what's what.
Definitely.
Like I said, because if the bitch Kim or Kylie Jenner, these people who did transform their whole look.
Yeah.
Kylie was an ugly little girl.
Well, she was a little girl. She never got a chance
she went to the motherfucking doctor and got all the black Supreme makeups. Give me the black lips, the black body, make me a slight tan darker. She did everything to look like women that grew up in Acorn and Campbell Village.
Okay.
But when they come out, they gotta be on a extra good. Let me make sure. So that's just my mindset. Yeah. Like I be, you know what I mean? I be in a like, I really don't care. I take a girl to Ruth Chris.
Yeah.
If she can have on a scarf, sweats, and pajamas. Now again, it's a time and place for everything. Yeah. Because I know you know how to dress. Yeah. I know you could get saucy. I know you could go buy dresses and shit. Yeah. I'm not forcing you to do that. Yeah. How you feel? Cause you know what I mean? And my thing is, I don't give a fuck what these white folks in here got to say. Nigga, go get my motherfucking order. I'll buy everything in here. Yeah. Don't worry about how we, you know what I mean? Now, I ain't saying let's come in here, cuss everybody out, throw food. You know what I mean? We in here chilling, but I really don't give a fuck, especially about a Caucasian, on their opinions, on how they view me. Because, who the fuck is you? You's a nobody. Your people was in the caves crawling around and shit. Who the fuck is you to tell me how to dress and look and present myself?
Because it is a fact, though, people do treat you with more respect based on
your appearance.
Like, prime example, when you go to the liquor store, right, and you see Muhammad's sister come out with her whole head garb on, right?
Right.
Niggas don't get at her.
Facts.
She's fine, though. You can see her face.
Now, why do you think that is? Because you 100% right.
I'm going to tell you why.
Because I think it's a culture difference, though.
Well, we're saying the same thing.
I think people don't get out of her out of respect for them people in that store.
Of course, but he'll get at your sister, though.
You talking that talk.
That's facts. So what is it that makes it okay for Muhammad to get at your sister Keisha, but you can't get at his sister?
Yeah. Won't even say a word to her. And she pretty as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, you know that she ain't fucking because you ain't never seen no man there.
Right.
See, this is the point that I'm making, is that black men, we got to protect each other. And when I say each other, I'm talking about our women and our children way
Facts, mandatory.
Because, I mean, if you sitting up there calling this girl a bitch all day, then I'm going to only think that you don't want to fuck with her. Especially if this your girlfriend. Oh, he calling her a bitch. Something, well, shit, man, she always broke or something like that. Man, let me give her a soda.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, soda and some chips.
Right.
Soda, chips, and a candy bar now.
Right.
Now we cool now. You know, because
so you saying if you Muhammad?
If I'm Muhammad.
You own a store, you see this pretty girl, Keisha, coming all the time, and you notice the dude, Michael, call her bitches all day and talk crazy to her. So let me give her a soda today.
Yeah, so
but that's just the law of man. That's just like when a girl is crying because the nigga cheated on her.
Yeah.
I'ma listen.
Yeah.
I'ma say everything you want to hear.
For sure.
Trying to score.
For sure.
It's the layup. Oh, you know, and I ain't about to talk down on him.
Yeah.
I ain't. A lot of niggas do. That's a lot of niggas game. They want to hate on nigga. I'm not about to say he wrong. That nigga broke. He don't deserve. I ain't gonna say nothing about him.
That's right.
Just gonna compliment you, sweetheart.
That's right. That's town banging.
You know what I mean? but I think, going back to Muhammad, I think that's just the nature. I mean, white people do that. Well, the Hispanics, Asians,
Well, the thing is, the dynamic that I'm saying is, why do you have so much respect for his woman, where his family members and ladies, that you don't ever cross that threshold? Man, what is it? What is it about?
Because I've never seen it. I've never seen nobody holler at Muhammad's sister come out the store.
Never.
And I've never done it. Never seen it. Never done it.
And I'm gonna tell you the answer. It's because when you see her, you don't see how thick she is because she's covering up, and it looks like she has some respect for herself.
Right. I agree with that, but at the same time, though, I feel like women should be able to wear what they want.
Yeah, but can I say something?
Go ahead, say what you. Yeah, for sure.
Do you believe? Say like you had 2 twins.
I just had twin boys.
Okay, damn.
2 sons.
Man, congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So you got Daniel and Danielle. They're twins. Right? At the prom, do they have to come home, or matter of fact, is their curfew the same? Does she have to be in earlier?
It's definitely not going to be the same. And now this is going to be, again, I go through this about double standards.
Yeah.
But little girls is not little boys.
That's
right. See,
I
believe in the old way. My daughter going to do the goddamn dishes. She going to help cook. My son going to take out the trash and cut the grass. You're not him. You're not. My daughter may never get a whooping in her life. She might get punishment. I will beat the fuck out my son. He don't do what I tell him to do.
Okay.
It may not be fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're different.
Okay.
I'm not. You not him and he not you. I better not catch him playing with dolls and shit. See, that's this whole new. It's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, after prom, my daughter got a curfew. My son, I want him outside. I hope he fucked the little girl he took to the prom. But I don't want nobody fucking my daughter. I don't.
Now, do you know why that is? I know why that is, though. Because you worry about different things with women. Normally, when you worry about a woman or a female, at the end of the day, it's going to be part of your responsibility. See, if a boy has a baby, gets a girl pregnant, you already know he got to get a job. College might be over.
Yeah.
When she has a baby and she's like younger than like 21 or something and they got her shit together, that's when you a granddad or another dad.
Factuals, but that's also the reason why we as people got to get our shit together. I got some square friends from out San Jose, actually a little past San Jose, whatever city is after San Jose.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it's at, but I know him. His little brother had his first child at 15. Difference is they come from, it wasn't a big deal. I grew up with teenage pregnancies. My whole,
definitely.
And that was a sad thing. Like, damn, she 14 and pregnant, or damn, he just had a son, he only 15. It was, when the baby get here, people start loving them and laughing and playing because they cute. But at the time, it was looked at as a statistic.
Yeah, definitely.
Like already a failure. That was not the case for them.
Yeah.
That little boy was 15. I think the girl was 14. But both of their parents were engineers and doctors. It was different.
Yeah, definitely.
So what we as people have to start doing is building foundations because kids should never be a bad thing. That's a gift. A kid should never be unless like you was married or something and you didn't cheated and you just side bitch, you got pregnant. That's even then as a man I would say you gotta take care of your responsibility.
Yeah.
But a couple getting pregnant should never be
well, it's only frowned down upon if the people that's actually having the children can't afford to take care of them.
Right, they go back to finances.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they were well off.
Yeah. Then it wouldn't even be a discussion.
If they came from empires who, and structures who owned a chain of restaurants and the Hiltons. You think anybody gets sad if a Hilton get pregnant?
No.
It's $1 billion family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Jacksons. That's another thing, man. R.P. Joe Jackson. I don't like how people talk down to that man. He built something out of nothing. The people's in the middle of Gary, Indiana doing a whole bunch of nothing. He said, get your asses in here and dance. We about to become something.
Yeah.
That family ain't gonna never. Anybody from that bloodline, the Jacksons, the real ones, not adopted kids and shit, no disrespect to Mike, but no Jackson is probably ever gonna want for nothing because they built a foundation of generational wealth.
Yeah.
So when people get pregnant, it's a celebration.
Yeah.
Because we're adding to the legacy, the bloodline, the gene pool, which is really what's important.
Definitely.
We shouldn't be having abortions and shit like that. But again, we live in a situation with that is a negative. Mm-hmm. You on welfare. Your mama on dope. Your daddy doing life. She ain't seen her parents. She living with her granny. Her granny old on dialysis. And y'all pregnant?
Yeah.
Y'all only 15 and 16?
Yeah.
Y'all both failing in school?
Yeah.
Could barely read?
That's right.
That's a negative.
That's a negative.
We got to change that, though.
We do.
You dig what I'm saying? It should never be a bad thing when you bringing life into the world. You dig what I'm saying? So I think that's what teenage. Like I said, I seen a 15, 14-year-old get pregnant, but they weren't even rich, but they had good foundations.
Yeah, because it's all about support.
Support.
So I was gonna say something before we get out of here, man. Where can people find your shit at, and give me your Instagram?
My Instagram is Molly B. Coolin, MOLLYBECOOLIN. That's Molly B. Coolin on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Apple Music, iTunes. I'm trying to think of all the goddamn. What's the shit Jay-Z and them got? The Tidal. I'm on all that, man. Go look up the music, watch the visuals, merch. We got really, really dope merch. Here's the shirts right here. They go for good prices, $25, $30, good material. The hats, too. The hats got the Molly B. Coolin logos. We got a lot coming, man. Look, right now, the main focus right now is me and my brother, Lim Dude. World with Crazy Bad Influence Project out now. Part 2 is done. We working on mixing. And we got a lot of Whirlwind Crazy projects coming. That's gonna be our focus for me and Lim for the whole 2021.
Okay.
Yes, we want to run it up and bring back that old vibe that we was just talking about at the beginning of the interview.
Okay.
The mob music, Bay Area. We want to get back to that for sure.
Well, thanks for coming out, E.
You know
what I'm saying?
We're about to do this again. This went really, really, really well. I can't wait to watch this.
For sure.
And I thank everybody in here, man. I thank y'all for having me. Listen, y'all got to get down here. They got snacks, waters, flat screens on the wall, art, all this shit. This shit is smooth.
For sure. And I am L-Deez for another episode of I Need to Know with my special guest, E. Molly. And as usual, come on, you know what I want.